Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. You know what? Just subscribe to all of our JSYK platforms. As I continue to really learn about the archaeology of the Bible, one of the artifacts that always just kept popping up was the Merneptah Stele. I mean, y'all, it was coming up in article after article, chapter after chapter, book after book. I mean, it just kept popping up. But the more I learned about the Merneptah Stele, the more I realized that this is probably something people need to know about. And I mean, especially students of the Bible. And y'all already know what I did. Yes. I made a video about the Merneptah Stele. So the Merneptah Stele is first and foremost a stele. And I already know some of y'all are like, well, what's a stele?
A stele is a stone or wooden slab. They often have carved pictures or reliefs and have inscribed words.
They range in size. These can be large. They can be placed in a battle that was conquered. In a town square, you go and you conquer the city. It's usually placed in a temple or in a public area celebrating something that a king has done.
The Merneptah Stele is one of the really interesting finds of ancient Near East archaeology.
Let me tell y'all why the Merneptah Stele is so interesting. First of all, the stele is this super large black granite inscribed stone. And when I say super large, I'm talking 10 feet tall and 5 feet wide. Okay, let me illustrate just how big this thing really is. So I'm 5'3", right? Ooh, she cute. I would barely be at the halfway point of the stele. Let's take someone who's very Dwight Howard-like in stature at about 7 feet tall. Even they wouldn't be close to the top of the stele. Like I said, y'all, this thing is really, really big.
These steles, a lot of times they have pictographs, usually of a deity or god, description, the battle or the victory that they done.
And that's definitely what we get with the Merneptah Stele. At the top of the stele, there's carved imagery depicting two Amun-Ra, the Egyptian god, and two Merneptahs. Both Amun-Ras and both Merneptahs are interacting, where Amun-Ra is giving Merneptah a sword. However, on the right, Merneptah is backed by the Egyptian god Khonsu. But then on the left, he's backed by the Egyptian goddess Mut.
So today, whenever we want to let people know about significant moments in our lives, we typically post it on social media. But in ancient societies, whenever they wanted to let people know about significant events or moments, they made a stele. And let me tell you, the bigger the stele, the bigger the flex. And at 10 feet tall and 5 feet wide, the Merneptah Stele is definitely a flex. And to flex like this, you couldn't just be anybody. And let me tell you, Merneptah was not just anybody. This baby, Merneptah, was an Egyptian pharaoh.
Merneptah was the fourth pharaoh of the 19th dynasty. He reigned for about 10 years from 1213 BC to 1203.
As a matter of fact, Merneptah's reign falls right at the end of a period that we refer to as the New Kingdom period.
New Kingdom of Egypt, 15th through 12th century BC, pretty much the height of Egypt. You had famous pharaohs there, Thutmose III, Ramses II, who I think is the pharaoh of the Exodus.
AKA Ramses the Great. No. That's not Ramses the Great, y'all. This is actually Ramses the Great.
Now, Ramses wasn't called great for no reason. Not only did he reign for over 60 years and have numerous successful battles over the Libyans and Hittites, but he was a master at building cities and building temples and even building monumental statues of himself.
Merneptah was the 13th son of Ramesses II. All of Ramesses' other children had pretty much died. Merneptah was almost, if you will, the last man standing. And so then he became pharaoh toward the end of his father's life.
So when Merneptah becomes pharaoh,
Merneptah's like, they know how great my pops is, but they need to know how great I am. And that's when Merneptah has this stela made. And to be more specific, what he has made is a victory stela. A victory stela that consisted of over 28 lines and 3,000 hieroglyphs.
The Merneptah Stele is a victory stele who recounts some of his battles. He had two major battles. One was Libyan Wars in North Africa, and then in Canaan, or the Southern Levant.
Now, on this stela, as Merneptah goes on and on talking about his military victories, he starts naming off other places as well that he conquered. And among those other places that he talks about is a group that he refers to as Israel.
Wait. Did you say Israel?
yes, girl, Israel.
Israel?
Israel.
As a matter of fact, what the stela actually says is, Israel is laid waste, his seed is no more. And so with the Merneptah Stele, we have the first mention of the name Israel outside of the Bible.
Wow, that's so
crazy.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
I know, right? An Egyptian pharaoh talking about Israel. But I can't really get into why that's so significant just yet, because we're going to talk about that next time.
Next time on Just So You Know.
In ancient history, we don't have such extreme documentation.
In the biblical text, you often see hyperbole as a part of that ancient culture to emphasize a certain point.
What?
Egyptians are using hyperbole. And guess what? So are the writers of the Bible.
Is the Bible then not true then, if we see the issue of hyperbole there in the larger ancient news and in the book of Judges?
For more information, check out these resources.